Hi everyone, C Chronicles here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My content is mostly fragrances. However, I do throw in some lifestyle videos, fashion, DIYs, and much more. So if it sounds like something you're interested in, or you're always coming on this channel as a visitor, please take that extra initiative to just click the red subscribe button and join this family. You know, it takes a millisecond of your time, but it will mean a lot in the growth of this channel. I appreciate it. And to my returning subscribers, thank you for coming back. I appreciate you as always. I'm here with a fragrance review video. I have a Lattafa with me here. This is Sheikh Al Shuyukh. I'm gonna show you from the side. This is the packaging. This is Sheikh Al Shuyukh, and this is the Luxe edition. So I am going to, this is a recent purchase, that's why it's still in its original packaging. So, you know, in case you wanted to know the packaging, this is how it looks like. The Sheikh Al Shuyukh has like a couple of different ones in the range. So it's important to know which is which. This is why I have brought in the packaging. I have reviewed 2 or 3 thus far. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to link them in the description box below, so that if you want to do a comparison, if you want to, compare which one's best for you in this Luxe edition, the Sheikh Al Shuyukh Luxe edition, or the different ones that I've done, then you can go there and then click to learn more. Today, however, I am talking about this particular one, Sheikh Al Shuyukh Luxe edition, right? It's got a plastic top, a gold, very light plastic top, okay? And these are the contents. I deliberately bought 30 mils, but you can get this in 100 ml, okay? So I'm gonna get straight into this review. I'm gonna spray this perfume on this piece of paper. I have actually worn it on my arm before. So I in as much as it's still, right there at the top, I have used it, just for the sake of this review. So that is the atomizer. This is a beautiful atomizer. Just look at this. It goes, which is, perfect, right? So this is the fragrance we're going to talk about. This has in the top rose, some cinnamon and some saffron, and then the heart of this fragrance is caramel and patchouli, and then in the base it's got some vanilla, some woodsy notes. Okay, let me just double check that, what they mean by woodsy notes. The good thing about Lattafa is there is now like a referral pamphlet. Okay, by woodsy notes, which ones are they talking about? Maybe they're talking about the cedarwood here or something. Yeah, okay. And then it's got some amber, some ambroxan, and this cedarwood that I was talking about. So the main accords of this fragrance are going to be ambery, woodsy, like, spicy and really sweet. I should have actually started with sweet, as, the first word, because this is really sweet. I can feel it. It's room feeding sweet. That's the one thing that you get offset. And then it gets powdery and balsamic. Okay, so those are the main accords of Sheikh Al Shuyukh, this particular fragrance, right? Okay, sniffing this fragrance, there is no oud listed as a note here, but something in this fragrance really smells like oud. So I don't know whether it was an omission on Lattafa, but I don't think so, because this is a well-presented leaflet. So we're gonna take it as is. Let's say it's got no oud, but for me to, what I've managed to put my nose on, which I think is kind of coming across as oud, is probably the cedarwood, because the cedarwood tends to smell like pencil shavings, and also like cigars. Certain type of cigars will have that cedarwood smell. So that probably mixed with other, or obviously other notes in there, is definitely giving out something that really smells like oud. So, it would be very hard to convince somebody who is not deep into fragrances that this fragrance does not have oud. But it does not have oud listed as a note. So yeah, but it does come across as a bit oudy, okay? The ambroxan and the vanilla here and the amber makes this thick and sickly sweet in the opening, with a touch of fizz. There is something in here that feels bubbly, but it's super, super sweet to the nose. The cinnamon saffron opening, again, is so loud, almost suffocating. It's really, really loud, like I've just done 2 sprays on this piece of paper. I can imagine if I wanted to do more, even on my clothing, I think it would just be too much, you know, in your face. But this loudness, this sweetness, this kind of cloyingness lasts for an hour or so and then settles down into like a creamy kind of drippy caramelly rose. Yeah. And what feels like the oud here as well settles down into like a warm cinnamon caramel rose as well, you know, with a little leathery soft feel. With a little leathery soft feel in there. Something in here feels like hay, you know, it is an earthy fragrance. So something definitely feels like hay. It could be because of the saffron. Saffron is in the top, you know, so saffron can come across as like a hay, you know, kind of feel. Really earthy, room fitting, like I said, you know, just 2 sprays here, it's really taken over. It is quite a it's really, really strong. Okay, really strong, really intoxicating. This is no doubt a fragrance that is going to leave a trail. So in terms of those beast mode lovers or people that really love their fragrances to do the talking, this is definitely a fragrance that wouldn't disappoint. Right. What I cannot help but mention in this particular video is, you know, the likeness to this fragrance, which I already own, which is Lattafa's Oud Mood. Okay. Oud Mood and this fragrance kind of have similarities, which, you know, took me a little while to decipher. I will do a separate video, you know, comparing the two in detail. But in this video, I'm just going to say, I think it is the pimento in here and the saffron in here that sets them apart. I think definitely the pimento as a note in here sets it apart from this one. So that is what I can, you know, that is what I can pick at the moment. And then the sweetness. Obviously, Sheikh Al Shuyukh, this particular one is overly sweet, which is something that you get a little sweetness in here because they share similar notes. So, you know, there's rose as well in here, and I think cinnamon or whatever. They do share similar notes, but this one tends to be on the more quieter side, especially for those people that really don't like sweet fragrances. This is really like a honeyed, drippy honeyed sweet fragrance. So yeah, if you really like those heavy sweet fragrances with their beast mode lasting power, then definitely this one's for you. But this is definitely one that I wouldn't recommend for a blind buy. I'd say it's wise to maybe try this one first if you're buying it for somebody, unless you're already into fragrances, you know, and you just want to add on to your collection. You really don't care. The difference in this, the uniqueness in this is what you'd be purchasing it for, obviously, if you're into fragrances. But if you are buying it for somebody who, or you want to gift it to somebody, it's one fragrance that you may need to test out, or, you know, even find out if it's something that they'll like, because this is quite, you know, this is really Middle Eastern and in your face, right? Yeah, definitely in your face with a beast mode lasting power, but not as big a lasting power as this one. This one has, you know, like the big lasting power. This one's huge. This one, you know, comes second. So yeah, it is one of those fragrances that will take you by surprise. It is really different and unique, which is one thing I like about, you know, Lattafa's, you know, I'm not their representative or anything, but I just like the way their fragrances introduced me to different scents. You know, I'd always been into fragrances, but the way that this company does fragrances is, you know, something that is so different. They do tend to make fragrances that sometimes smell the same, but if you want to, you know, like have a really experienced nose, you know, this company really, you know, somehow knows how to make really good fragrances with a good lasting power, especially for the price, because the price here is not something that will set you back at all. You know, it's one of those things. Sorry, I'm just trying to get a little piece of hair that keeps on. Yeah, that's it. the price here will not break the bank, obviously, but and then for the performance, it is quite amazing how this company is able to, you know, present really good, you know, really good fragrances for a fraction of the price. So yeah, this has been Sheikh Al Shuyukh Luxe Edition, this particular one, so that you don't get them mixed up in case you wanted to buy the fragrances in this range. I will link the ones that I've already done a video of in the description below. Overall, I would say yes, it is a beautiful fragrance if you can just get past the sweetness, you know. And then this oud thing that I've been talking about, it just comes across as though it has oud, but this whole oud feel disappears as well. It really mellows and just disappears. And like I said, it must be the cedarwood. That must be what is coming across, you know, that cigar kind of feel, or maybe, you know, a hay like feel. So that is must be something that is really making this one feel as though it is oudy, because it is really you know, a woodsy fragrance, but that's all umbrellaed, you know, by this nice vanilla, and then this ambroxan and all these other fragrances, the cinnamon as well. You can really pick the cinnamon in here, and that drippy caramel feel that you get together with the rose. So yeah, that's what I had to say about Sheikh Al Shuyukh. Thank you very much for joining me today. If you haven't subscribed, guys, why not? Please do me that favor and click the red subscribe button and help the growth of this channel. And to my always loyal subscribers, thank you very much. Let's meet in the comment section and let's discuss more about Sheikh Al Shuyukh by Lattafa. I will do a comparison video soon in case you want to know whether you really need this or you don't. I will do a video about that. Like, comment and share, and remember to turn on post notifications so that you're notified anytime I upload a video. It's been your girl C Chronicles, and remember, smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.